Hey guys, it's Kurokumo2 here, and you're probably wondering why I did my most likely fail attempt to scare you. The reason why is because it's time to announce my first LP. Anyway, the first game I'm doing is called Spiral Knights, and it is perfect to be playing this game around October because this game looks like it belongs in the crazed sugar high of a 10-year-old kid after trick-or-treating. Don't believe me? Check out this visual and this visual. Yeah. Although, I will say right now, I'm not a hater on cartoony graphics. I did enjoy Minish Cap, and I didn't get to finish it, but I loved Wind Waker. So, I'm not a hater on cartoony visuals right away. However, they can be really hard to execute, because, you know, they tend to draw in the kiddie crowd and then dumb it down for people who are adults who want to play it. I'm a little nervous about this because this is my first LP ever, so there's, you know, of course, the first time jitters. That sounded dirty. And there's also the fact that this is an MMO, which means I'm probably going to hate it. I do not like the MMO genre at all. I think it's boring and repetitive, boring and repetitive, boring and repetitive, boring and repetitive. Get my drift? These games, you are a silent protagonist who somehow, even though they say this, all MMORPGs have really deep character customization, your character will still look like every other character on the map. You go from town to town as a silent protagonist, going to villages and towns and all that craziness, and going on fetch quests for people who are too lazy to do things themselves. It's not fun. And then add to that fact that you usually have a trollish community of leak speakers who just want to scream profanities in your ear, making you want to just mute your computer. So you can see I have a little bit of hate towards MMOs, MMORPGs particularly. I've tried Alads, or Alads, not sure how to pronounce it, and I have tried Lord of the Rings Online. Haven't been impressed so far, so I don't have high hopes for this one. Interesting facts about this, though, is first how I found out about it. I found out through this, not through a magazine or, you know, on the web, like I usually find out about video games. Well, actually, I did find this out on the web, but I mean not like video game news sites. I found this out on a video game webcomic site. It's called VG Cat, link in the description. Freaking hilarious. Scott Ramsumer, I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. You are a genius, and I love your work. I just wish you would update more frequently. But, he said he was going to do a comic on Spiral Knights, and I thought to myself, you know, I usually enjoy the games he references with his comics, so I think I might give this one a whirl, and here we are. Which brings us to how I got this game. This game is provided through Steam. Another link in the description. Steam is a application that you download on your computer, and what it allows you to do, it's basically like iTunes for video games. It's awesome. You get to buy video games and download them straight to your computer. No discs, nothing of that nature at all. And once it's on your computer, you get to play it indefinitely. And they usually run pretty cheap too. That's a big bonus with me. They run ridiculously cheap. Like, I'm not kidding. They have deals going on all the time. It's ridiculous. But this one doesn't apply to Spiral Knights because I got this game for free. I love free games. Free games are like little Christmas presents, except I can get them more than I get them in December. Wow, that was a complicated sentence. I should have worked on that joke. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, I love free games, but it's still an MMO, so still a little hesitant. Before going into this, I would like to say that since this is an MMO, that means it's not going to have a really definitive end. And I know you can finish the main storyline in them. The thing is, though, with most MMOs, if they're successful, then they'll just tack on DLC, you know, every couple of years. And if it's not successful, that means it's a terrible MMO, or figuratively speaking. So that's why I'm like saying I'm probably not going to finish the main storyline, especially since it's an MMO. So this will be different from my future LPs. For my future LPs, I will go from start to finish, beat the game. However, I really, really hate MMOs. I can't emphasize this enough. They bug me to no end. Um, so with that being the case, this one, it sounds like a cop-out, and I'm sorry, but it's not going to be the case all the time. This one, I'm going to play Spiral Knights until I get bored with it. I think that's fair. I will give it the best shot it's got, you know. I will give it every chance I can. So, we'll go from there. Anyways, this is Kurokumo 2, and I'll be signing off. Peace.